Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. So what I'd like to do is show you how to graph f of x equals sine of x minus 3. To go ahead and do that, what we will be doing is pretty much graphing the parent graph and then just taking that parent graph and shifting it down 3. So the main important thing is we need to know, well, what is f of x equals the sine of x? You know, how does that graph look like? You know, what does it have? Well, remember the amplitude, which is the half distance from the maximum to the min, is equal to 1. The period, the distance, how long it takes for the graph to repeat itself, is equal to 2 pi. The distance between each and every important point, which is the max, the intercept, the minimum, the intercept, the max, the intercept, the minimum, the intercept, which is what we call the x scale, is pi halves. And that's kind of like your basic information. As far as the parent graph, there's no vertical transformation or phase shift. However, in this case, when we have this function, f of x equals sine of x minus 3. Now,
Rosa, could you come to the front office, please? Rosa, to the front office. Thank you.
Now we have a shift down 3. So that means we're pretty much going to take the graph and just shift it down 3. So to save some kind of time, I'm going to do this on the same axis. Okay, so very, very important for you to understand, you know, that knowing what we call the parent graph, what the initial period is for the sine graph, okay? So we know right now we've talked about the graph going up 1 and down 1, right? We said the x scale between every single important point that we want to take note for the sine graph is going to be pi halves away from each other. So we have pi halves, pi, 3 pi over 2, 2 pi. Negative pi halves. So I'm going to go in the positive and the negative direction. You can go 2 periods in one direction if you like to, or do as many periods as you want. So the period is 2 pi. That means it's going to from 0 to 2 pi, the distance is going to go 0 to 2 pi is going to be, how long is it going to take for it to repeat itself? The amplitude is 1, so it's going to go up to 1, negative 1. Now we just kind of need to know what is the shape of the sine graph with no transformations. Well, the initial period starts at the intercept, goes up to its max, intercept, min, intercept. Oh, we're not graphing this one. So I'm just going to use this as a template. And now I just complete the pattern going in the opposite direction. So now we just complete the pattern, okay, with a dashed line. Because again, we need to graph this with taking every single point going down 3. So to do that, all I'm simply going to do is just 1, 2, 3. Add 3 more points. And then I'm just going to go to every single point that I wrote and just shift it down 3 units. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 1, 2, 3. And then so then the graph is going to look something like this. Where you can see it has the exact same shape, it's just been shifted down 3. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is how you graph the sine of x function when you have a vertical translation down 3 units. Thanks.